We are now live and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench Podcast, man. This is one of the best sports podcasts out there. So with that being said, I need y'all to go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, so we can go ahead and so I can start getting the respect I deserve when it comes to this podcast and stuff, man. When it comes to these sports takes, I'm the one of the best to do it in the business right now. Ain't nobody talking pure basketball hoops, authentic basketball hoops like I'm talking it, with no narratives behind it, with no pushing agendas. Just straight basketball take, straight basketball hoops, giving it to y'all how I've seen it, giving it to y'all raw and uncut. So I need y'all to hit that subscribe button for sure, so we can start pushing it out there, where I can really start getting the credit I deserve for being one of the best sports come up and coming sports podcasts, I should say, out there. One Another thing before we get into it, make sure y'all head over to them audio platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, which it will be linked in the description, so you can just head into the description. Link will be down there where you can just click on that. If you don't want to be on the YouTube, if you go on your way to school, on your way from school to working out, you in the gym or anything, man, put your AirPods in, tune into some off the bench, listen to some off the bench smoothing, some good taste. We got a lot of new things underway after this NBA season's over with. As I need y'all to stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. But right now, man, Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals was today, and Dallas Mavericks, they took a commanding 3-0 lead. A commanding 3-0 lead. And man, I don't know really where to start off with this one, because it's a lot of things I could take it from a standpoint from Minnesota, a lot of standpoints that I could take it from Dallas. But I think I'm gonna start with Minnesota, man, because they in danger zone. They is on the verge of going home. They is on the verge of getting swept too, as I should say that. You know, uh, I should start out by saying, Karl Anthony Towns, you have yet to show up in this series. You lay your team down, fam. You lay your team down. Now, you're supposed to be the second option. When you're going into a series like that, when you got a type of 1-2, a type of 1-2 punch, type of combination that Kyrie and Luka possess over there, you're gonna need somebody to latch on and take on this, um uh let off some pressure for Anthony Edwards. He's still a young player. That's why you supposed to come in, be that 1-2 punch for you and Ant. Y'all supposed to be there for Minnesota. But you have yet to introduce yourself, yet to involve yourself, get into this series, man. You've been a disgrace, I should say. You've been a absolute liability offensively and defensively. You've been absolute garbage. Damn, the stats. The stats can back it up too anyway. You ain't doing nothing but averaging 15 points, shooting 27% from the field. This whole series, these first 3 games, 15 points, 27% from the field. Karl Anthony Towns, you gotta play better than that. You gotta be better than that. Y'all didn't get this far with you playing like that. Come on, fam. Tonight, you put up another stinker. You had 16 points. You shot 0 for 8 from 3-point. Hit, damn it, quit shooting them. That's what that mean. Quit shooting them, man. You out there, bro. I don't know what to say. But Minnesota, I don't know. Everything that worked for y'all in the first 2 series that leading up to this point, it just seemed like all that shit just went out the window. You know, Rudy Gobert, he is hard to beat. He is I don't want to. The easy thing to do is pick on Rudy Gobert. Pick on Rudy Gobert. I've been seeing a lot of people on the media, want to get on Rudy Gobert and all these Twitter space and want to get on Rudy Gobert. But the thing is, you know, nobody can guard Luka and Kyrie over there. That's the point blank period bottom line of it. Nobody can guard Luka and Kyrie. But it just coming in, like I said, the thing that was working for Minnesota just haven't been working this series. Rudy Gobert, he has became, I don't want to say unplayable, but he became damn near unplayable in this series. You know, he just clogging up the paint when they already sitting down on Ant, throwing the kitchen sink at him, throwing hella bodies. And his game is predicated getting downhill, so he just don't have the space and opportunity. With Rudy out there being on the floor, let alone with him being being involved in the actions. They tried to switch with him, which I don't know why if they trying to switch Rudy Gobert onto Kyrie and Luka Doncic and just leave him on the island being content with that. I just don't understand. You seen what happened with game two, you left him on the island. Luka took him to town, hit the game winner on him. I just don't understand. You just don't live and die by that. You just don't I just don't understand with putting Rudy Gobert on the island when he's cooking your top perimeter defenders and you switching them on to these Premier League guys. I don't understand that. You can't play him in drop coverage. Uh, it just been very hard to play Rudy Gobert in this series because Luca and Kyrie they get whatever they want, and that's the difference from between the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves in this series. The 1-2 punch from in Luca and Kyrie, that tandem versus Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards from Minnesota Timberwolves is that Luca and Kyrie, they getting whatever they want time and time and time and time again up and down the court on offensively. They getting the shots they want. They not getting to forced opportunities. They basically getting a look every time down, which opposed to Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, he really having to work for his buckets. Karl Anthony Town, everything just seems so hard, and they just seem so worn out. It just it's just completely night and day, just completely night and day. Mavericks, they just wide open three, wide open three, wide open three. Luca dancing on them, Kyrie dancing on them, getting whatever they want. Mid range game, floaters, layups, step backs. It don't matter. They just giving it to him. Uh, but I told y'all, but I told y'all coming into this game, game two, Anthony Edwards. I mean, coming into game three, the first two games, Anthony Edwards wasn't shooting the ball as efficiently, wasn't as aggressive. Shot 16 shots the first game, shot 17 shots the second game. He came out and had 24 shots today. Wasn't very efficient as what today either, but I just think, the way they got Anthony Edwards running the offense, it just wearing him down, taking a toll on him a lot because he having to chase around Kyrie, chasing around, switching on to Luca, and deal with these guys on the perimeter, on the defensive side of the ball. Then you coming around, turning around, and asking them to, be your top facilitator, your top playmaker, and basically your only wing curator, your top curator to be able to score 35 plus 30 plus points. That's taxing. And I just don't think Anki making it any easier on himself. He doing a lot of over dribbling. He's not reading the defense very well. He not being decisive of what he got going. I think he need to be able to slow down, read the defense, and take what they giving him. The mid range is open. You don't have to get all the way down there into the paint. Then he's stuck in the air, and now he's stuck in between. Should I go ahead just put the ball up and try to get it on the rim, or passing it out? And he just. But this would come with him being young. He's learning. He's understanding. He going through it. Well, all young stars, eventually they hit the wall, where you know, and he just hitting it. But he just doing a lot of over dribbling, unnecessary dribbling. I think Ant need to play with more uh decisiveness. Know what he want to do when he get the ball. Play with more of a point five mentality. Understand that the defense is loading up on him, so he can't just sit there and just pound the ball for 5, 7, 10 seconds of the shot clock and then make a move. We need you to make a move and go. You know, no wasted movements on this Dallas defense. And that's I need to give another credit and shout out to Dallas. The defense that they've been playing. They not letting Minnesota get nothing easy on them. Making everything hard and tough on the pause. Making other guys outside of Anthony Edwards beat them. You seen Jay McDaniels have a big game in game one. He had a solid game tonight. You seen Nas Reed get off in game two. He played well throughout this series. Mike Conley played well, Kyle Anderson, but they're just content with letting those guys, get some of those points are a little increase in production. If they can contain Anthony Edwards, can contain Karl Anthony Town, because they understand that Anthony Edwards can be able to win them a series, win them a game, change the complexion of the series, change the complexion of a game. they not so sure that these other players can do it. And so far, the formula is winning. They up 3-0. And I would this with that being said, I gotta give his flowers to Jason Kidd. The coaching job, the coaching display that Jason Kidd had been putting on throughout these whole playoffs, it just been magnificent. Gotta give him his flowers, gotta give him his praise. He got these guys playing. He got these guys playing discipline. Uh he got these guys trusting in each other to make the right play, to make the right pass, to make sure to trust them that they gonna knock down the wide open shots, the big time shots, even when they missed a few. Uh, he just got these guys playing. I like his rotations. He putting trust in Jaden Hardy a little bit more. I think that's been a factor. He been giving them good minutes, coming in giving them good minutes, trusting in Derek Lively. I know he went down today with a neck injury, which kind of shifted momentum a little bit, and I'm surprised that Minnesota couldn't capitalize off that still. But we gonna get into that a little bit later. But just the rotations, like just the Derek Lively, just instilling confidence in these guys to make them play hard, to make them play, together in selfless basketball, a real team basketball. I got to give Jason Kidd his flowers for the job he been doing, the adjustments that he's making. Because what people don't understand, what the adjustment that he made from game one to game two is that instead of having just a regular ball screen, just putting Rudy Gobert into calling up Darian Glad for Derek Lively for a ball screen where they can just automatically jump it or trap it. He started incorporating, the double drag. He started adding the 77 action where the guard come up and set a screen where they can switch the guard action and they can get the matchup, which more than likely that's been Kyrie in that action, switching Mike Conley, switching Anthony Edwards, get Jay McDaniels off of, or if he do come off the second screen, they so happen to trap the ball screen. That's an easy outlet to the roller. Now you playing 3-on-3 basketball. You know, when you got guys like Luca and Kyrie that can make the game easier for you and kind of make your coaching job easier, but you still had to put them in position. And I just like what I'm seeing from Jason Kidd from a coaching standpoint. You see him active on the sideline. You see him engaged. Talking to his players on the when they on the defense, getting into his stance and being just being how a coach should be on the sideline. Uh, but credit to Dallas, man. Credit to Dallas. I tried to tell y'all that coming Minnesota down 0-2, coming back on the road, heading to Dallas and trying to win. That was gonna be a tall task. Dallas probably got a top three fan base. Uh, got a top three fan base, and I told y'all that the role players play better at home. Derek Jones Jr. come by a shot in Minnesota. You come home, he was 3 for 3, 3 for 3 down from downtown. Couldn't miss. You get great production from Kyrie. You get 33 from Kyrie. You get 33 from Luca. Your big guns deal with your superstar, deal with they superstars needed to do. And this was basically a must win for both from both teams. I understand that Dallas they was still up 0-2, I mean 2-0. They still got another game. If they lost this game 3, they still got another game on where they can go up 3-1. But now with them winning this game is kind of icing on the cake. History. One thing I know about history gonna always repeat itself. And the history shows that a team never come the team another team no team has ever come back from a 0-3. So that's how this series is over with. The series is, and it's crazy because maybe if you get a little more from Karl Anthony Towns, a little more from Anthony Edwards, maybe we'll be talking this series looking a little different. But you got to give a huge shout out to to Dallas Mavericks, man, because when Derek Lively went out, and I kind of thought that's where the momentum would have shifted at, or maybe the Timberwolves could can take advantage, you know. Try to get Daniel Gafford in foul troubles. Try to, with Dwight Powell, abuse the small ball lineup, do all that, but couldn't capitalize and do nothing. The Mavericks had an answer for everything that Minnesota threw at them. No matter if they went zone, no matter if they went blitz coverage, drop coverage, no coverage. The Dallas Mavericks got an answer for anything that Minnesota throw at them, and that's where Luca is. That's a bad MF right there. Luka Doncic is a bad MF. Playoff riser, what they call him. Baby Bird, what they call him. Man, this coming into this series, Luka has been his play has been up and down. Especially previously from the OKC series, but he has been nothing short of phenomenal this series. These first three games, Luka has been Luka, and I can stamp that. Him and Kyrie, nothing short of sensational. They've been leading a team. They playing well off each other. They trusting each other. And they complement each other's games well. You know, I don't know, man. They're just different. I think Dallas. They realize they snatching. I told y'all last episode that the Dallas Mavericks they snatched their souls in game 2 with Luka hit their game winner because they demoralizing them. They taking their spirit and demoralizing them mentally about the shots they making. Shot making is the purest level of hoops. The purest level of hoops. The pinnacle. It's if you can be able to put the ball in the basket at a high level, at a high clip, that's the pinnacle of basketball. And they got two guys in Luka Doncic and Kyrie who was at that pinnacle. You know, in the showing in this series, because it don't matter who's in front of them. It don't matter if you like I said, drop coverage, blitz coverage, double, uh, zone. It don't matter. They giving it to you however you want it. 1-on-1 on the island, left hand, right hand, step back, up and unders. It don't matter. They can't do nothing with them. But hey, you know, Minnesota, they got to this point. Congratulations to them. They shouldn't walk around shouldn't walk away from this series with their head held with their heads down. They got this far. They still got a young team. uh, Still got a young stud in Anthony Edwards who still, as you see, still got a lot of room to improve. Still got holes in his game that he can, go into this offseason and fix, capitalize. Jay McDaniels, you still got Nas Reed. You still got these young guys that you can be able to grow and mature with. I think this will be a good learning experience for him moving forward, that they got this taste, know what it feels like to be oh so close, and to be able to be oh so close and not to be able to ultimately come short. I think this gonna be a good learning experience for him. But yeah, man. Uh, Going into game 4, you know, I'm pretty sure Minnesota they gonna give it everything they got. Give it all I got. Give it all I got. That's how they coming. And I'm pretty sure they pride's gonna be on the line. They don't want to come in and sweep. It's just hard for me to see them to do anything but get swept. If I'm being completely honest, like I said, you done had masterful games from your role players. Outside of Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, I feel like the production, excuse me, the production from Jay McDaniels, the production from Mike Conley, uh, Cal Anderson, Nas Reed, but top level production. They've been holding it down. They probably been the most consistent players on for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This series. So once I seen the type of performance that Jay McDaniels had in game 1, he makes 6 threes. You still lose. Game 2, Nas Reed makes 7 threes, 23 points. You still lose. You come back today, Cat had a double double. Rudy had a double double. Ant had 20 plus. Mike Conley had 16. Jay McDaniels had 16. Now you get 27 from your 27 points from off your bench, and you still lose the game. It just I don't see what do you do different. All you can hope and do is pray that Luke and Kyrie have a bad night. I think that's the only way that the Minnesota Timberwolves can have a chance in this game. Because even watching this game tonight in game 3, even when the Minnesota Timberwolves made it close, I never felt like the Dallas Mavericks ever felt threatened. I felt like the Dallas Mavericks had total control over this game from start to finish. Literally from start to finish, they kept them at arm reach for pretty much the whole first half. Kept them at that 10-point distance. Kept them at a jab distance. Arm length. Come second half, it kind of got whittled down. Minnesota tried to make it a game. Ultimately, I just never felt like the Dallas Mavericks had anything to worry about in this game. I think the most they were down by was what 3 points, 4 points. Ultimately, cut that down and took the lead. It just I don't know. Dallas a different crowd, a different environment to come play in. You see, they had Patrick Mahomes at that game going crazy. Dirk Nowitzki. Shout out to Dirk Nowitzki. Shout out to the whole Mavs, man. You know, it's been what since 2011. What's that? 8 years? Seven? What's that? Yeah. What's that? Yeah. 8 years? 7 years since they last been to the finals, won a championship. They one game away from their ultimate goal, and man, I tried to tell y'all coming into the playoffs that this is a dark horse team. That the front office and the organization they made all the right moves and to build this team properly around Luka Doncic. They started out by re-signing Kyrie, bringing him back to make it where they can have a full season, play together to be able to build. Kyrie played the most games he ever played in recent years. Um, you make the trade for Daniel Gafford. You make the trade to get PJ Washington. You sign Derrick Jones Jr. in the offseason. You draft Derek Lively. Those are key guys that are helping you win playoff games. Especially Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. They have won you playoff games. Such as so has PJ Washington. Can't get them praise enough, for the job that they've been doing. The role players for the Dallas Mavericks, not just the stars, but the complete team. Everybody had chipped in all the games for the Dallas Mavericks. And that's why I say I have to give a lot of credit to Jason Kidd because he been having these guys ready. No matter when no matter if they play 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes. No matter whenever whoever he puts in the game, he know that they're gonna come in and play their hardest, give them everything they got. And that's really all you can ask for at this point in time in the season. Just play hard. That's usually what it come down to. The hardest playing team is usually gonna be the team that come out on top. And Dallas they playing harder, they executing. And when it's time, Western Conference finals time, you need your stars to step up. And Kyrie and Luca had delivered. They has been sensational. They has delivered. Which Cat, Anthony Edwards, time to go back to the drawing board. Gotta watch some film. Y'all gotta see where y'all can be more effective at. Karl Anthony Towns, you need to get your big ass on the low post and quit shooting them damn threes. You 0 for 8 for a damn reason. You ain't made shit all series and you steady jacking up them damn threes. Get your big ass to the rack, get to the foul line or something. Rebound, do something other than what you doing. You hurt you you was in Mavs uniform in disguise. Hell. I can say that about everybody in the Minnesota Timberwolves jersey. Rudy Gobert, you came from being one of the best players in the Minnesota Timberwolves to being the worst. That's what Luke and Kyrie did to you. Making the defensive player of the year look like a damn liability. Looking like a joke. But hey, Luke and Kyrie, they do that to a lot of folks. You know. Nah, I'm shocked though. I didn't see this coming. I promise you. I didn't see a 0-3 deficit from the Minnesota Timberwolves after the performance they showed me from the first two series, the defense that they played. I didn't see this coming. But that just crazy. That just showing you just levels. Luca and Kyrie is real life levels. This ain't no Jamal Murray. This ain't no Jokic. These are two perimeter guys at the peak of their powers right now and know that this game is about a bucket. And they giving it to you in every type of way. And they saying F you, why doing it? Boy, there's some bad boys over there. But, you know, uh not gonna really get into too much. Like I said, that Boston series, I've been watching it, but it ain't been too much. The Pacers they let one slip away in game one where they could have made this a little bit more interesting series. Uh with Tyrese Halliburton being out, I seen Boston going ahead closing them out tomorrow. Going ahead getting the job done, washing their hands with them. but they can go and get their rest and try to prepare for who their next opponent is, get their minds right, for ultimately trying to get the job done, which is the finals, holding up that Larry O'Brien trophy. That's the only thing that matters for the Boston Celtics right now. Is to get their job, is the final mission, to complete the mission. And you know, so that's what I expect them to do, to go and close out the Indiana Pacers tomorrow. Game 4 for the Dallas Mavericks and Minnesota Timberwolves will be played Tuesday. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all think it's gonna be a sweep? Y'all think can Minnesota come back and force a game 7 like Boston did against Miami? Do y'all see winning 2 games, 1 game? Do y'all see the Pacers winning tomorrow? Y'all let me know something in the comments, man. Y'all let me know something in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We is growing fast. We stand down. Like I said, this is one of the best sports podcasts out there. I just need y'all to hit this like button, hit that subscribe button, so we can start getting our name out there. So we can start getting this podcast out there to more people. Cause I know they want to hear this basketball talk. I know they want to hear what I got to say. Because I'm giving them the real. I'm giving them the real. And like I said, I got way more in store for y'all, man. So yeah, that's why y'all need another reason why y'all need to subscribe, so y'all can see, hey man, what off the bench finna have, what they finna upload. You seen that new episode, that the Off the Bench podcast that dropped? I need y'all to make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so y'all know, man. Uh, Make sure y'all head over to them audio platforms as well, to Apple Music, Spotify. Don't forget to go over there and run and stream it up over there on them platforms. But this gonna conclude this episode right here, man. Minnesota, they down 0-3. Dallas taking a 3-0 lead, looking to close them out on Tuesday to go to their first ever finals appearance since 2011, since Dirk Nowitzki was in a jersey. When Dirk Nowitzki was young and good. Well, I ain't gonna say young and good, but y'all get the picture. You know. So y'all make sure y'all hit this like button, hit that subscribe button for sure. Comment. What y'all, all my Mavericks fans, comment. Pacers fans, comment. Celtics fans, comment. Minnesota fans, comment. Y'all let me know what y'all think, what's y'all mindset. Minnesota fans, is y'all worried? Is y'all happy that with this a successful season to y'all? Let me know some in the comments. And we're gonna conclude the episode. I'll see y'all next time on Off the Bench Show, and we out.